let's talk about issues with our systems that we currently have in place, okay? I have a bad tooth. I had a bad tooth. It was a crown. The crown broke off with the chunk of tooth sticking above the gum line after whatever, 7 years or something like that. Tooth's gone. I've gone a year with that, like that. Not being able to chew shit, not being able to have cold shit because our health insurance only allows a certain amount of coverage for our dental because of course it does, and I have 5 kids. So I go without, and I don't have a problem with that. We finally have a little bit of a gap where there's some money built up. So I ask about it. They tell me it's going to be $1,500. My wife says if we can split it up in 3 payments of $500 each, then we can afford to do it. We're going through bankruptcy. The doctors say absolutely fine. We have to do 4 months in between each one. It won't be a big deal. $500 the first time, $500 the second time, $500 the last time. Bob's your uncle. Pay the $500 the first 2 times. Everything goes swimmingly. I go in today to check on the cap for the thing they had to cement into my face with fucking dead person bone dust. And everything looks great. I go to make the appointment, and the lady tells me the total due will be $2,188 when you come back. I said, no, that can't be right. I owe $500. She says, no, you owe $2,188. I explained to her everything that I just said to you. She says, well, then your insurance must have hit its cap because now it's $2,180 whatever the fuck dollars. So now I'm $1,000 in to a tooth that has a temporary cap on it, drilled into and anchored into my fucking jawbone, and they decide to add $1,680 to the fucking bill, which is twice the amount that it was fucking worth the first place. And now I'm being held hostage to get this fucking tooth in. I can't do anything. I said, we made an agreement. The only reason I did this is because of the money situation, because we're going through bankruptcy. And I only said yes to give you the $1,000 that I did have because it was going to cost $1,500. So now you've taken my $1,000 and you're holding my tooth hostage for another $2,100, and somehow it's my fault because I raised my voice. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. A, nobody wants this shit in their mouth to begin. Look, my mouth is fucking all metal. There shouldn't be any metal in your fucking mouth. And dentists know that. The world knows that the fucking metals aren't good for your mouth. The world knows metals aren't good for your body. But what do we keep doing? We keep going to these places and pumping fucking. I'm sitting in this chair as I'm getting raped. And I have to hear this woman in the next room fucking trying to talk this little kid who's scared of getting fluoride put into her mouth about how safe it is. Bitch, you know that's not safe. That's fucking dangerous. That's a poison. It's a poison that shouldn't be consumed in large quantities, okay? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's already in your drinking water. Ha ha! It's one of the 11 chemicals that they add to your water during the treatment. You're already ingesting the amount you shouldn't be ingesting. Then you're putting more in your mouth when you go to the fucking dentist. Then you're putting more in your mouth when you put toothpaste with that shit in your mouth. Fucking wake up. They do not have your best interests at heart. They are only after your money. They want you docile, shutting the fuck up, and paying for your shit. Are you not sick of this shit yet? This is one occurrence. I left the house one time today, and this is what happens. Every time we leave the house, we just get raped. Go to the store, you get raped. Go to the gas station, you get raped. Go anywhere, you get fucking raped. And everybody's okay with it. You're all okay with it because you've hit the right tax bracket to be comfortable. You guys don't fucking understand what's going to happen when that bracket collapses. You have no fucking clue what's going to happen. You're not ready for it. You should be, but you're not. Because when the world finally gets sick of all this bullshit and all the poisons and all the fucking nonsense that we're being put through, if you make a fucking agreement with somebody, you made an agreement. If you tell me, if I come to your house and I tell you I will mow your lawn for $40 and you say that's a great deal. I have 3 acres of lawn. I would love to have my lawn mowed for $40. And then I mow it. And then I tell you it's going to be $160. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to do that? If you take your car to the mechanic and the mechanic says it's going to cost $29 to get the oil change and you say deal, and he says, okay, the oil change was done, everything went great, it's going to be $150. Would you say okay and pay it? No. So why the fuck do these guys get to do it and rape us even more over the coals when we're already fucking struggling as it is? And everybody's okay with it. You're all okay with it. You're all okay with the insurance ever increasing. You're all okay with the fucking cost of living always increasing. Yet your pay never reflecting it, if you're even getting a fucking paycheck. And you're all okay with it. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. The amount of shit that we have grown and evolved to let ourselves have done to us. It is mind-boggling. And nobody's going to change it. Nobody's going to do anything. I'm going to scream into my phone. It's just not going to matter. People are going to call me fucking stupid and retarded on the internet. Somebody's going to call me gay and tell me to go back to my mom's basement. And then fucking everyone's going to go on with their lives continuing to get raped and smiling while it happens. But don't say anything, because if you say something too loud, you go to jail. Right? This is your freedom. This is the world we live in. The illusion of fucking freedom. You are in your prison cell. You just don't see the fucking walls. It's crazy. Probably the worst thing I ever did was decide to write a book, because the second I started researching real events to mix in with my sci-fi events is when I started fucking losing my goddamn mind because of all the shit that I found. And there are people all over this internet that are doing the same thing and waking up. You are going to have to come to terms with the fact of what's happening around you at some point in your fucking lives. And it's got to be before the people who have been in this shit elbows deep for a long fucking time get sick of wanting to help everybody else and say fuck it. Because when we say fuck it and close our doors for assistance, y'all are all going to be fucked. Oh, what do you have to offer? I know. And the fact remains that when I am inevitably right, doesn't matter. High five everyone who's left. Fuck it.